Renegades of Long Beach Roller Derby, and you're watching MoonKILL Radio. Woo!
What's on the Slab? Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing good. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for participating. This is a first off, we just want to give shout outs to everyone watching, everyone that's subscribed to our channel, subscribed to us, doing what we're doing. We'd like to say big shout out to all our guests that have been on our show, any of the shows we have. And we hope to bring a lot more guests coming up, man. I hope so. I hope we can continue with it. Again, you can listen to our show, our radio show, on KLBP station in Long Beach, California. Check the info, 99.1 FM, and online at klbp.org. Check out all our info. Watch our Instagram. Get us on Instagram as well. So I'll be doing, of course, some live playing music and trying to get my DJ chops back up, and stuff, but just playing music as well, I have a radio show, but as well playing other stuff. Then this one, I am going to dedicate this one to a MoonKILL family and family member, Chiquita Banana from Portland, Oregon. Yes. Shout out to the PDX and everybody, all our family in the PDX. But this one is for her, especially the pug lady herself. Sex, pugs, rock and roll. And nothing says more rock and roll and hard rock and classic and straight ahead rock and roll than punk rock. And yes, Chiquita, this one's for you, babe. Which is my auntie, of course. For those who don't know, my auntie Chiquita Banana. But this is our mutual love record movie soundtrack. Yes, The Decline. What more can you say? Okay, The Decline of the Western Civilization. Movie-wise, fuck, I don't know. I cannot tell you how many times we watched it together. Okay, and she's been in. We're born and raised in California, but the Long Beach, LA area, whatever. But she's been elsewhere for years and years. But we've watched this enough where we still to this day recite half this movie. Okay, just off of memory alone, we've watched it so many times. Okay, over and over again, and you know what? If I had a partner to have with me on side of me for MoonKILL, it would be Eugene. You fucking ain't right. Okay, that would be my interview partner, my album review partner, my everything partner, man. Me and Eugene, and me, props to Eugene wherever you are, Eugene. You fucking rule. Okay, that's stupid punk rock. Okay, so 1980. Okay, it came out. Slash Records. The movie came out. We're talking what's her name? Penelope Spheris, whatever your name is. Miss Penelope, I would love to have you on the show as a guest if you would kindly come on. If not, I understand. Like, who the fuck are you, dude? But the music was taken from a documentary made, again, of the same name, The Decline of the Western Civilization, basically documenting the LA punk scene at around 1980. Okay? This is the old copy. Oh, yeah, I have a couple of them, so this is one of the older copies. Slash Records, okay? Big label back in the day. Put out a lot of good stuff. But not every song made it to the soundtrack. But most did. Okay. Again, it's LA based punk band. So yeah, this is of course the cover, Darby from the Germs, Darby Crash. Yeah. So you had Ron from Black Flag. So that was the Ron era, Ron Reyes era of Black Flag. Exene from X. Keith Morris from Circle Jerks. Alice from Alice Bag. Lee from Fear. And Claude from Catholic Discipline. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Catholic Discipline. I love it. I'm not a fan. Sorry, Claude, but I am a fan of hearing you go, this is a trendy one. That is awesome. Okay, again, we can recite this whole fucking movie. So side one, you get Black Flag starts off, and they put them all together. So Black Flag, you got White Minority, Depression, and Revenge. Again, the Ron Reyes era. That's what Ron Reyes was, and I think Dez was on bass, right? But if you've never seen it, check it out. Well, before I get to track, if you've never seen it, check it out. This is about as good as it gets to know that part of the LA scene, because they don't. It's not just a music documentary. I mean, just the music or the shows, and they're going to different clubs. So it's not just one club they're going to, but they're showing them. You know, like they go to Black Flag, they go to the church or whatever they called it. You know, where all of them stayed, and it was like this abandoned church or whatever. They go interview them there. They interview X backstage. So there's interviews and different stuff. They interview people at Slash Records and yeah, and just different people. They interview some one or two of the club owners, and you know, it shows like the bouncers getting ready for the clubs. You know, so you just get like they get a lot of good things going, man. It's awesome. Again, I love it to death. I can watch it over, and then, of course, they interview the kids, which is like the best part. Because if they didn't, then we wouldn't know who the fuck Eugene is, and hear Eugene, and he's sorry, dude. You're iconic in my household, you know, with Eugene and the guy with the X head, and you know, and they did, you know, interview the kids in the scene or that go to the shows, which is awesome. And the girl with the white hair and the big old makeup, man, she was hot when I was little, man. Whoever that is, whoever you are, you were hot back then in that movie. So again, track list. You got Black Flag, to a White Minority, Depression, and Revenge. All right, you get one song by the Germs, Manimal. Like they do one or two more in the thing. See, like even Darby, you know, they go to Darby's house while he's making eggs or some shit, you know, and they interview him there. But I know they do at least one more in the movie, you know, by the Germs. It just, yeah. Somebody give me a beer. Give me a beer. Yeah, Darby Crash. Fuck it. And then Catholic Discipline, Underground Babylon. And then side one ends with X doing Beyond and Back. And Johnny hit Run Pauline. What's cool is that they start off side two with X doing We're Desperate, which is like one of my favorite X songs. But the one song that's not on here, and we're talking X now, the one song that's not on here that the documentary starts with is Nausea, which is my personally favorite punk song of all time. Partial due to that documentary, but watching it so many fucking times. But I have my own personal thing about Nausea, but it's for reasons. It's why it's my personal fave. But yeah, that's not on here. So they don't show X doing the song. They're showing, you know, bits and pieces of footage while the song's being played by them live, though, which is awesome. And then the X gets lit on fire and shit, you know. So that's all good stuff. So side two starts with We're Desperate by X. Then it gets into Circle Jerks doing Red Tape, back against the wall. I Just Want Some Skank, and Beverly Hills, all from the Group Sex album, of course. Don't remember if they do anything else. I'm not sure. Then you get Alice Bag Band doing Gluttony, which is my favorite track on this soundtrack. Gluttony's a bad song. They do there's another track they do one more track in the movie, but it didn't make it to the soundtrack. Prowlers in the Night or something, whatever it's called. Then you got Fear that ended, of course. I Don't Care About You. I Love Living in the City, and then Fear Anthem. Again, the other one track, I know at least one track that didn't make it to the soundtrack that's in the movie is Beef Bologna. Penelope, what's up? So, I mean, hey, maybe I haven't seen it. Maybe there's a reissue with the extra tracks or some shit or some shing, whatever is going on. But come on, man. Prowlers, Nausea, and Beef Bologna. I personally don't give a shit about the Germ song because no one can make out what the fuck he's saying anyway. And I know there's a lot of Germ fans out there. There's a lot of Germ fans, and yeah, maybe you guys need to get your heads checked or something. But anyways, where are those songs, Penelope? Okay. But again, great soundtrack to a great documentary. It's about as good as it gets. If you want to know, if you want to see some old live action of punk shows and these more hardcore shows, back then. Again, remember back then, But like Catholic Discipline, where the hell they don't, but they're there, they don't sound like any other of the bands, but they're there, so it's all good, So for all you hardcore, super hardcore punk guys, and of course, who doesn't want to listen? I mean, yeah, you can think he's a dick or whatever, he was back then, or he wasn't to you, whatever. But hey, man, I still find Lee funny as fuck in that movie. He cracks me up, dude. Yes, there's a lot of gay bashing, and that's not, what it is, but, he's fucking hilarious, a lot different. And it's funny to see him now sing those songs without the gay bashing. So he's kind of changed his tune a little, huh? Hey, there you go. You know what I mean? But if you if you listen to this, you've never seen it, if you're not in, if you, total against all that, yes, there is a lot of it in there. That's what it was back then, But there was a lot of people in the scene that were gay or bisexual. Okay, so don't get your asses, in a knot about that one neither. So for all you hardcore punks, you're a punk guy, then yeah, your scene has always had that element around it, right? For even you hardcore douchebags, right? But again, Decline of Western Civilization. Go see the movie, check it out. Get the soundtrack. Soundtrack's awesome. Tell Penelope to hit us up so she can come in for an interview. And if you do there is 2 more of those out there. So they did another one later on heavy metal. That one was about the whole Sunset Strip scene. I think they made it a little too later. They could have done it earlier. Some years earlier. But by the time they got it, hair metal was super stupid huge. So, by the time they got to it, and then there was a third one that was about, I think it was back to the punk thing, but it was in the early 90s, kind of like crust, I guess what they call crust punk, and, a lot of really, really homeless kids, fucked up, everything was jacked up in that movie. It wasn't that cool at all, man. It was weird. I only saw it a few times. The metal one I've seen a few times. I've seen quite a few times. I love it. Not a big hair metal guy myself, so when they, we get the time, you get Dave Mustaine and he's making fun of all the glam bands, so that's cool. That's funny. But yes, Decline of Western Civilization. That was for Chiquita Banana, Pug Lady herself, PDX. Again, get your opinions, suggestions, whatever in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Give us your opinions on the soundtrack if you have one, or hey, if you go check it out, and it's let us know what you think. Again, after this came out around that time, they said punk was dead, and punk just keeps living on and living on and living on. It's still to this day, a lot of punk shows, a lot of punk records out there, new stuff, right? So you check out some of our New Music Mondays. I got some punk records for you. I believe they're punk, not even in punk. Doesn't have to be total hardcore thrash and X wasn't that, but they're still punk and punk legends. So for all you hardcore douchers out there, man, you guys need to relax. Just listen to good music, right? So there you go. Anything for us, leave in the comment section. Get at us at moonkillradio@gmail.com. Check the info for all our stuff, our radio shows, all of that. And Penelope, give us a call. We're waiting, babe. All right. MoonKILL Radio, what's on the Slab route?